The year is approximately 605 BC. The Babylonian king Nebuchadnezzar has laid siege to Jerusalem and won. The city falls. The temple is stripped. And among the prisoners marched north toward Babylon are a group of young men selected for their intelligence and noble bearing. One of them is named Daniel. They are given new names. Enrolled in the royal training program. 3 years of Babylonian language, Babylonian literature, Babylonian everything. The empire intends to remake them entirely, to take young men from one world and turn them into servants of another. It has worked on countless captives before. Daniel and his 3 friends are about to make it complicated. The first confrontation is quiet. The king's food is served wine, meat, the finest the empire offers. Daniel asks permission to eat only vegetables and water instead. Not because the food is bad. Because accepting the king's table completely means accepting the king's total claim over you. It is a small act. But it is where the line is drawn. The official is nervous. If they look worse than the others, he will lose his head. But Daniel asks for 10 days. Just vegetables. Just water. And at the end of 10 days, they are healthier and better nourished than everyone else. The first test is passed. God is in this. Then Nebuchadnezzar has a dream that disturbs him so deeply he cannot sleep. He calls in his wise men, astrologers, magicians, enchanters. "Tell me the dream," he says. "And also the interpretation." The wise men say, "Tell us the dream and we will interpret it." The king says, "You tell me the dream, or you will all be cut to pieces." No one can do it. The most educated, most trained interpreters in the world stand there helpless. And the king's decree goes out, "Kill all the wise men of Babylon." Which includes Daniel and his friends. Daniel asks for time. Then he goes home. And he prays. They do not run. They do not panic. They pray. And during the night, the mystery is revealed to Daniel in a vision. He does not take credit for himself. He goes immediately to God, praise be to the name of God forever and ever. Wisdom and power are his. He reveals deep and hidden things. The dream, a statue. Its head was made of pure gold, its chest and arms of silver, its belly and thighs of bronze, its legs of iron, its feet partly of iron and partly of clay. You are that head of gold, Daniel tells Nebuchadnezzar. After you will come kingdoms, each less glorious than the last. Then a rock, cut out without human hands, strikes the statue on its feet of iron and clay. The whole thing collapses, gold, silver, bronze, iron, clay broken to pieces, blown away like chaff in the summer wind. And the rock becomes a great mountain filling the whole earth. In the time of those kings, the God of heaven will set up a kingdom that will never be destroyed. Nebuchadnezzar falls prostrate before Daniel. He says, "Surely your God is the God of gods and the Lord of kings." Then he gives Daniel a high position, lavishes gifts on him, makes him ruler over the entire province of Babylon. The man who refused the king's food is now running the king's province. God's faithfulness has a sense of irony. But then Nebuchadnezzar builds a gold statue 90 feet high on the plain of Dura. And sends word to every official in the empire, "When you hear the music, you bow." Everyone bows. Except 3 young men from Judah, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who stand straight when everyone else is on the ground. The king's fury burns. He gives them a second chance. He even sounds almost threatening himself, "What God will be able to rescue you from my hand?" And they answer with one of the most extraordinary speeches in the Bible. "Our God is able to save us. But even if he does not, we will not bow. Even if he does not. Into the furnace. So hot that the soldiers who throw them in are killed by the heat." And Nebuchadnezzar watches. And what he sees makes him jump to his feet. Were there not 3 men? There are 4 men walking around in the fire. And the 4th looks like a son of the gods. They walk out. Not a hair singed. Not a thread scorched. No smell of fire on them at all. Nebuchadnezzar issues a new decree: no one may speak against the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. The king who demanded worship just issued a protection order for the god who refused to worship him. This book moves fast.